Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I am working on I Miss You by Mandie Manzano from Diamond Art Club. This is a 55 by 76 centimetre canvas in round, and I am using today an original trash drill cook pot. It's just a cover minder to keep your trash drills in, and it's got a magnet on it so that it can stick. And now I've lost my magnet, I can't find it. Where you gone? There we go. I'm also using my pink zesty tray from Add More Zest. You will notice that my little stopper isn't all the way in. It's because it's a new stopper and they sometimes take a little bit of work to get them to stay in, so it's working its way through. I'm also still using the same pen I got from Amazon with the same double-sided tape in it. Now it is starting to get a little bit less sticky, but we've done 2 3/4 rows approximately, so actually it's doing very, very well. I'm also using my 42 bottle case from Amazon. I think I got this one from SummerCon, I think it was. And I'm going to get straight into this. Hope you're all well. So what I'm going to do first of all is I am going to zoom in a little bit so that we can get what I'm working on in frame. It is Monday. I did have yesterday off. I've got today off, and then I'm working a 12-hour shift tomorrow, and then I've got 3 6-hour shifts and then a 12-hour, I think. No, I'm not. I'm doing a half shift tomorrow, and then I'm doing 2 12-hour shifts, and then I'm doing 2 half shifts, so not too bad this week. It is a lovely day. It is very breezy. So I will just bring you up to date on non-diamond painting stuff first. So yesterday I did do some kitting up videos. One has gone up already. The other one will be going up in a day or so. I also did do some diamond painting yesterday, which was nice. Don't always get the time. But I also did a set of nails, and then we decided last minute that we were going to go to the seaside for tea, to have some chips, and to go to a beach where you can take your dogs on, because Pepper, bless her, hasn't had as much walking recently, obviously because of the hot weather, and it was quite warm yesterday. Although the breeze, we did have a breeze, it was a warm breeze. So we thought, you know what, we'll go to Hunstanton, which is sort of the closest one to where we live, and we'll take on the dog beach and have a walk around, and then we'll have some dinner. So that's what we did. She had a lovely time. Me and my mum sat on the beach just watching people, and we went and got some chips from a chip shop, and then we had ice cream, and then we came home. That was my Sunday, and very nice it was too. Diamond painting wise, I have managed to get a little bit done on Soulmates. I managed to get a little bit done on this, but literally only one section. So I thought I would start off by doing the Whip and Ramble today on here, on this one. I've been enjoying catching up on the YouTubers that I watch's videos as well. I always like finding new YouTubers, especially ones that do kitten ups. You know, all the stuff that I like to do. You can't beat watching a good kitten up video, can you? And the plan for today is to not only get a Whip and Ramble done, Whip and Chat. You see, I automatically go back to say Whip and Ramble, so I don't know whether to keep it or not. But anyway, I also want to do a Whip and Ramble on Soulmates as well, because I will be working, and I want to make sure that I've got some videos to put up. to stretch out. I've done quite a few recently, actually. I feel in the last, that was my sunroom door just closed. In the last few days, I've done quite a lot of videos. So, you know, I have been pretty much putting one up every day. That isn't normal for me. You know, I very rarely get the chance to do that, but it's been nice, and I've had some lovely comments, which we'll go to in a minute. One of the things that I was watching the other day was a fabulous live by Cindy from Diamond Painting Fanatics. And there was a number of you, there were some of you on there, so it was nice to see you on there. It was nice to have a chat. I wasn't able to stay too long because I was doing a shift the next day, but one of the things that came up was how many of us have anxiety, depression, you know, mental health issues because of past experiences, etc. And the lovely Pencil Surprises came up with a term which I absolutely love, which is DP warriors, because that's what we are. So if you happen to see that tagged in my videos, I did promise I was going to. That is why. So hello to Pencil Surprises, hello to Cindy. Looking forward to payday, Cindy, because a couple of paintings I've got my eye on from your lovely new company. So if you aren't aware, Cindy from Diamond Painting Fanatics has started a new company selling diamond paintings. I will link the company below. Poured glue, AB's a standard, and she has a lot of Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. So if you're an absolute fan of that, then please do go check it out. So that will be where I will be buying my next diamond paintings from, because obviously I would like to get one and try it and review it, and bring it to you guys, because it's always exciting when we get a new diamond painting company in the UK, you know. So yeah, that will definitely be something that I will be focusing on. Nearly payday, nearly Friday, so yeah, bit excited for that. All told, other than that, just been kitting up. I'm still waiting for my storage from AliExpress to come. I'm always looking for new storage because it fascinates me. You know, the more storage I've got, the more I can kit up. So I'm just checking I've got all of my 310. So yeah, that's what I've been doing pretty much. I mean, I'm not going to lie, enjoying the weather as much as I can when I'm working, but it's not been too bad. So I think what I will do is I will go to comments. I've got quite a few, so probably won't get them all done on this one. And I want to say as well, if you are brand new here, thank you for coming along and watching. I hope that you will enjoy the videos. Give me a like on the video if you do, but it's okay if not. It's fine, you know. Not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. I'm not my husband's cup of tea, to be fair. I'm sure he'd tell you that. I annoy him. He's off work today as well, which is so annoying. He drives me mad when he's at home. But anyway, moving on. Let's move on. So if you are here, welcome. And if you're coming back, as always, it's lovely to have you back. I do like this little diamond painting community that we're building, especially amongst the UK YouTubers, because there's not too many of us, so it's always nice to be part of that. So let's go to comments. So this was from Crochet Cow Lloyd. Hi there. I was talking about the cheap kits that you get in the budget company. I sort of said if anyone wanted them to let me know, and she says, I take mine to the local art store who gives them to the charity Mind, as they do quite a few crafts and use them. That's a really, really good idea, actually. I might see if I can do that, because I do like to reuse stuff. I won't use the kits, but it would be nice to be able to pass them on to someone that can. I have heard of people giving them to preschools, that sort of thing. But yeah, actually, I quite like the idea of that. I do know as well that we do have diamond paintings where I work for some of the residents there. So that is another option. I could take them in for that. So yeah, that might be a better option because, you know, we all get a million of them, don't we? And I don't know. I don't think I follow anybody that actually just uses what comes in the kits. I think we all get to that point where we start buying extra pens. I mean, I have to say this tape is still holding out, still going. So thank you for your comment. That is really useful information. I'm going to have a look into that because I would rather they went somewhere where they're used rather than just chucking them in the waste. I don't like wasting plastic. I really don't. So thank you so much for commenting. So I've given you a love heart to let you know that I've seen it. Colette, this is on my storage unboxing. She just says, thank you for the video. I do like the bigger storage and a bonus with the storage underneath and the drill tray for emergencies. Absolutely, Colette. I really, really like that. I mean, you know, not a big fan of the joined parts, but actually they've been working quite well. So I need to pull up on dissing them, really. It's not my least favourite storage anymore. And in actual fact, I've enjoyed kitting up in a couple of them because they are handy, and especially that bigger one. I've kitted up a slightly bigger painting because I will be taking that in the caravan with me when I go on holiday. Unfortunately, both these two kits that I'm working on currently are a bit big, so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that one out. And I love the massive tray. I mean, I'm going to take a tray anyway because I love my Admiral's S trays, but might have to give that a go. You know, why not? I've never used a tray that big, so it'll be interesting to use something different. So thank you so much for commenting. Lisa H. No, Tracy Owen also commenting on the same video. She said, love your video and I love the storage. Think I might get me some. See, that's what happens, isn't it? When we do these videos, you find some storage and you share it because, you know, you want to bring new content to your subscribers. And for me, the bonus was finding that massive tray because I honestly don't think anyone's picked up on it. So that for me was a big aha moment. So I'm not sorry that you're going to go and get yourself some. You know, you've got to try it out, haven't you? You've got to give it a go. Otherwise, why are you watching unboxings? We're watching unboxings to get an idea on what we might like and what we don't like. So, yeah, go ahead and get yourself some. I'm quite impressed. And they're a nice, good size as well. They hold a fair amount of drills, which I really liked. So, if you haven't seen the kitting up video, go and check it out. But, yeah, why not? You can put the blame on me. It's fine. You can say, Sam told me to. Sam said it was okay. Sam said I needed it. It's always the best way to go. I'm really enjoying this diamond painting. It is lovely. The colours are phenomenal. So thank you for commenting, Tracy. Pencil Surprises just said, thank you so much for sharing. Well, you're very welcome, my love. That's what I love most about doing what I do. It's sharing, because you know, for a lot of people are watching YouTube because they're diamond painting on their own. So I like the fact that I'm keeping somebody company and that I'm bringing content that's useful for you. And you can never have too much storage, right? Always got room for one more if it's different. Just one more. So let me just get these in and I can put this colour away and go to the next question. So thank you very much for commenting. Vilka, she said, thank you so much, Sam. I'm always in the mood for another storage system. Makes me greedy. Absolutely. Me too. It's like if you see something brand new, if you see a different type of storage, I've got to have at least one. I've got to have one just to try it out, because you never know when your next favourite's going to show up. You know, you never know. And they are bringing out more and more now. Like I said, I was looking at pill storage, month-long pill storage, and they look quite interesting. Might be worth it. She said, question for you. How many storage systems do you own? And what are your favourites? Would love to hear. Love from the Netherlands, Willeke. Well, Willeke. I have got various sizes of bottle storage. I'm just going to get these little arrows down here before I continue, because I've only got 3 of them, I think. I do love the bottle storage. So I have 2 120 pots cases, and they are the little pots. I have 3, I think, 60 bottle cases. Don't know why I did that when I only need 1. I also have currently... I have 4 of the little 28 joined pots, which I don't mind too much. I have the set with the Tic Tac boxes in, and the little Elizabeth Ward ones in as well. I then have 1 of the Luna box, and I currently have 2 of the Elizabeth Ward knockoff type, with another one coming on its way. I also have 1 set of 30 bottles in a plastic case, so it's not in a fabric case like these ones are. What else? Plus the 28 pot one with the tray underneath. I think that's it. Oh, and the multi-level case. So I've got, I think it's 84 bottles. So you've got 2 layers of big bottles and 1 layer of small bottles. I've got that as well. So probably 6 or 7. I will say, my favourite, I've got 2. I think it is 2 now. Let me get my next colour before I continue. Otherwise, I'm never going to get any of this done. So my favourite has always been bottle storage. I love the fact that you can get them in different amounts. I love the fact they've got the mesh bag in, so that if you can't fit all your drills in, you can literally just pop them in another bag and put it inside that webbing. I love the fact they're portable, because they've got a handle on. They're very easy to take away with you. So yeah, they were my favourite. My second favourite, which is now coming up to a joint first, is the Elizabeth Ward, especially for bigger paintings. So if you've got a painting that's bigger, or it has a large amount of one colour, they are ideal, I think, because they do hold an awful lot. For ease of kitting up, it's the bottle storage, definitely, because you just literally put your labels on and go. So I find it quicker. But for bigger paintings, the Elizabeth Ward works so well. So I would say those 2 are my favourite. My least favourite is definitely Tic Tac style. It doesn't work for me. And I think the reason is, I think Tic Tac pots would be really good if you have a smaller painting, or if you're one of these people that will do lots of one colour at a time. But because I work in quite small sections, I'm always changing drills out, so it's actually slower. I think that's the reason. So yeah, definitely first place would be bottle storage, very closely followed by the Elizabeth Ward, and the only thing that separates the 2 is whether there's quite a lot of colours, or if there's a painting that has a lot of one colour. I may be tempted then to go to the Elizabeth Ward over the bottle storage. But I think the bottle storage is definitely my favourite. It's just an easy kit up. It's just a really easy kit up, and I like getting all my labels on first, and then just running through the colours and filling them up, and having the extra little bags and storing them in the case. I just love it. And because you have got that pocket in the case, if you're going away, your pen and your tray can go in there, and your tape and, you know, wax and your extras and all that, and it's all in one place. So for me, probably bottle storage, closely followed by Elizabeth Ward. Hope that answers your question. I did go on for a bit then, didn't I? Which is normal. Thank you so much for commenting. Lisa McDonald also commenting on the unboxing of the double layer storage. She said, awesome find, thanks for sharing. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you for commenting and watching. Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. I felt quite proud of myself for finding something no one else has noticed. It's the small things, isn't it? But it kind of changed my attitude on that, because I'd seen them. I'd seen, you know, Rebecca at Admiral Zest kit up the Paint Gem Minis, and I'd noticed the cases, and I thought, well, that's really clever. You know, that's quite good if you're going away somewhere and you want to take a tray and everything. They're quite clever. But then when I got it and noticed that it was a tray, I thought, well, that changes everything, because, you know, you don't even need to take a tray with you, really. I haven't tried it. I will try it when I start working on that canvas. I will try the large tray out and see how I go, because I want to give it a proper review. But you're very welcome. Thank you for commenting and for watching. Sharon also said thanks for showing us, and a smiley face. Well, you're welcome, Sharon. That's what I'm here for. Cow Sparkles, Penny, she said, hi Sam, you're such a bad influence. I want these too, lol. I don't mind being a bad influence. I've been told that a few times in my life, so it won't be the first time. But, you know, I'm just putting it out there that these things exist. You know, why not have a look? And actually, for the price, I think it's pretty good. You know, it's a pretty sturdy set, and those tubs are quite big. So I think it's definitely worth putting out there. If I had small paintings, I'd be more likely to use that type of storage for my smaller ones, especially if I'm going away, because the least amount of room it takes up in the car, the better. Just picked up one too many there, so let's get that. Make sure I'm still filming. Yes, I am. So you're very welcome, Penny. Why not? Grab yourself one. Okay, so the next one is on a kitting up. I think it was on my how-to video. It's from Kathy Brooke. Hi, Kathy. She says, great videos, enjoy listening and watching you. Oh, you're welcome. So my question to you is, how do you kit up when they don't provide an inventory sheet in storage cases? To write symbols on stickers is fine, however it doesn't reflect the colour underneath the symbols. I find that annoying that they don't provide an inventory sheet. Appreciate what you can offer from advice. Now, I did go back to Kathy on this comment and answer her, but I'm going to answer on camera as well. So for me, there are a couple of options. You can take a photo of the legend and print that onto sticker paper and use that. However, the colours may vary slightly depending on how your printer is set up. So it's not a method I would use if I can avoid it. The other method is to scan it. If you've got a scanner on your printer, you can put your canvas in there and scan it, but that's not always possible, especially if it's bigger. And again, the quality of the label will depend very much on your printer settings. My favourite method is, if they don't provide an inventory sheet, is I take a look at the legend. Okay, I don't use the legend ever. You know, I kit up from labels. When I'm working, I literally look at the symbol that I've got. I find the symbol in my pot. I don't look at the side legend, and most of the time my legend is actually covered by washi tape, so I don't use it. So for me, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the legend, and I'm going to see how many legends does it have. Does it have 2? If it has 2, perfect. If it only has 1, I then make the decision on whether I want to keep the edging on that canvas. So if I need the edging for framing, then I will go down the route of taking a photo and printing it off for my labels. But if I don't, and I very rarely keep the edging, because when I frame canvases, I tend to mount them on card in the frames. So I cut the edges off right next to the drills and I mount them that way. So for me, I cut the legend off and I then put the legend through my Xyron sticker maker and make my labels. And because I've used the legend, the colours on those stickers are true to the colours on the canvas. It's the best way of doing it for me. Now, obviously, that won't work if you work from your legend, in which case I would advise, you know, taking a photo and printing it. The colours won't be exact, but you will have your symbols, you will have your colour number, you will have your DMC number. And that's what's important for me with diamond painting, is that I have my DMC number, because I don't want to be throwing drills away. I want to save them. So I need, for me, on my labels, I have the symbol and the DMC number. I very rarely leave the canvas number on, and the only exception really is when I get a canvas that has stickers with it. I don't tend to cut it off unless my storage is quite small. I just leave it on, but I don't use it. So I hope that answers your question. Now, she did come back and say, you know, what about if you need that edge? You know, it won't leave you a lot for framing. Admittedly, yeah, it won't work if you're going to expect to keep that edge for framing. In which case, take a photo, print it off and use that. That's what I would do. The other option you can do is you could take a photo, print off the legend, make them into labels or put them on double-sided tape to stick them on that way, and then put on one drill of each colour on the top of your pot, because that would then give you a true colour to work from. I hope that made sense. It is just another option, but for me, you know, especially with the smaller ones, because usually the smaller ones I do for gifts for people. I just cut the legend off and use that. Simple as that. But it is only my way. If anyone else has any other ways that they get around it, because I ain't got time to be drawing symbols, and it will annoy me if they're handwritten. My handwriting's not that neat. I can't draw symbols anyway. I have to have either a printed label or the legend. That's just me. So I hope that helps, Kathy. Calb Sparkles, I did a kitting up of, oh, dropping my pen. I did a kitting up of Night on the Polar Express, and she asked if I had the link for the storage. I used the Elizabeth Ward style that I got from AliExpress. Now, I did put a link up, but what you need to remember on AliExpress is that their prices are changing all the time. You can literally go on there and you will find a particular storage item for £10, $10, whatever it is. And then you will go back 20 minutes later and the price has changed and it's now 17. But the link will give you an idea of what to look for. So I did do that. It is in the description box, but thank you for asking for it, Penny, because it reminded me to put it on. Joanne Walters also commented. She said I was about to ask that too. So there you go, Joanne. It is in the description box. Kimberly Saunders. Hi, you didn't give us the link to the storage on the AliExpress. So yeah, there you go. I did. Now I believe in that kitting up, I asked a question. I did ask people to let me know what made them start diamond painting. Why diamond painting? Why did they begin? So the next few comments are all to do with that. So I will read them out as I go. Some of them are a little bit longer than others, so bear with me. Let me just get a mouthful of my coffee because my mouth is getting dry. Loving these pinks, loving these colours in this canvas. If you have not yet brought a Mandie Manzano canvas from Diamond Art Club, please do get yourself one. They're so worth it. They're just so pretty. So Kimberly said, I've diamond painted for about 4 months now. I start from a YouTuber I follow, started talking about it, and then one day she showed us what it was all about. So I ordered my first DP off Amazon. Then I heard about DAC, and I'm hooked on them and their point system. Me too. She says, I have about 40,000 points now. Thanks for sharing. Wow. I don't have 40,000 points. Like I've said to you before, I'm not, you know, we are comfortable and I do earn my own money, but I'm very careful about how much I buy. So I did save my points up to get the £50 off a canvas, which I then used that to buy the Polar Express canvas. But that's pretty much what I do. I'll go on probably, sometimes it'll be once a month if I'm getting them from the sale. Sometimes it's once every 3 months. You know, I'm not a massive hoarder. I do like to have a few, but I don't have a huge stash. Sometimes it's just because I've seen something in someone else's video. I think I did say on the video that I started because I saw a kit in the range. That's what started me off. I didn't find YouTube until after I started. But thanks for sharing with us. It's always, I think it's always interesting why people start. And like most people, you know, I bought some off Amazon. I heard about DAC from watching Alicia Borealis. If you haven't checked her out, please do. She does some fab videos. And, you know, off I went to have a look at their pricing and thought, oh, it's a bit expensive. But then an offer come up and I was able to get my first canvas and ditto. Been hooked ever since. They are, for me, the pinnacle of quality, Diamond Art Club, in my opinion. But, you know, I've also bought from other places and they've been just as good. Diamond Art Studios, just as good. Dreamer Designs, just as good. But my first love is Diamond Art Club, definitely. There's just something special about the artists they do and the colours that they use and the quality. Don't know what it is. But thank you for commenting, Kimberly. Kathy K. Shelty, she said, good morning. I started diamond painting early 2019. So, before COVID. Just make sure I've got the right colour. Haven't stopped since. In the beginning, I went absolutely crazy and bought so many canvases from AliExpress. My husband was getting tired of getting so many China mail packages. Once I found out about stolen artwork, I became more careful and stopped purchasing from AliExpress other than Evermoment. Just recently did a complete inventory of my stash and was shocked by the number I had. Knew I had a lot, but did not realise it was close to 300. Wow. Okay, I'm the same though. I sort of went mad and brought, you know, a handful off Amazon and then a handful off fan sales. And then I brought 6 off Huracan, none of which I've actually done. I've given them all to my mum. I don't like the Huracan ones. I just don't. I have done an Evermoment. I don't know whether it was just because I chose one that was very confetti. But I loved it until I started doing it. Not because the quality of the drills was bad. They weren't. They were very good. I'm just not a fan of double-sided tape. And I haven't been back since they switched to poured glue to try them yet. Because there's other companies I want to try. But I'm with you on that. The licensing for me was a big issue. So I'm quite careful now when I'm buying from budget companies to try and not consciously buy stolen artwork. But I am aware that it exists. It's not that it's even stolen. It's the fact that their laws are different. They don't have the same licensing laws that we do. So it's not that they're necessarily doing anything wrong. They're producing them in their country, so they're going by their rules. But I would prefer to buy licensed artwork so that I can support the artists that bring us these beautiful canvases. So I absolutely agree with you on that one. I haven't got 300 though in my stash. Most definitely not. Probably about 30, but not 300. Maybe not even 30. I'll have to count them at some point. She said, diamond painting has greatly helped me during my depression and anxiety episodes. In addition to working on 2 to 3 canvases at one time, when I feel an episode starting, the canvases help me get through it without going into a dark place. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for your great videos. I just started watching more UK Scotland videos. Love the accents and very relaxing. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm with you. Absolutely the same thing. It helps me with my anxiety and depression. My depression has been very good recently. I've not really had too many episodes. I get the odd day or so, but my anxiety especially, and especially if I've had a really tough day, you know, coming home, not having to talk to anyone and just sit and diamond paint, it helps me so much. So absolutely with you on that. And I really appreciate you sharing your story. I also really appreciate you watching. So thank you for joining me. And long may it continue. Long may, even if you have 300, you know, don't stop buying. Why would you? You might as well buy a couple more. It's not going to make any difference now, is it? So thank you so much, Kathy, for commenting. Lexi Potchin, she said, I do the same thing after a stressful day at work. If I don't have anything to kit up, I'll just watch kitting up videos because it also weirdly calms me down, lol. Love your videos. Well, thank you for loving the videos. Thank you for watching. And thank you for commenting. Yeah, I'm the same. If I haven't got anything to kit down, there I am on YouTube looking for kitting down videos or kitting up videos or whip and chats. I don't watch a lot of unboxings unless it's something that catches my eye. So normally unboxings are just quick things that I watch in the mornings when I've got 2 minutes, but I don't go searching for them unless I've bought a canvas and I want to see if it's been unboxed. But definitely whipping up sounds good, doesn't it? Kitting up and kitting down. I enjoy the kitting down videos as well, and I'm the same. I find them weirdly relaxing. It is not unknown for me to go and have a hot bath and sit in the bath and watch a kitting down. Done it before. So I agree with you on that. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like I said, it's just the way that they're methodically put in the pots and, you know, they all look the same and they're just nicely packaged. I don't know. It's just very calming, very soothing, and it stops my mind spinning. Anyone who has anxiety will know what I mean. It stops my mind spinning because all I'm doing is listening to someone talk about what colour they're putting in the pot next. It gives my brain something to focus on other than the things that are bothering me or aren't right. So I hope that makes sense. But thank you very much for commenting, Lexi. I really appreciate you taking the time to pop that on. Joanne Walters, so she commented on the same video. She said, I've done counted cross stitch in the past, and as an adult colourist I saw a preview of a diamond art kit on one of the artists whose work I had completed. I was hooked after watching that, but only been doing it for around 3 months maybe now. Oh, well, welcome to the madness that is the diamond painting addiction. The fact that you're a colourist as well, I mean, for me, this is like colouring, you know, especially when I'm doing something like a Mandie Manzano, because I'm doing that black and then colouring it in. I am quite an arty person, but I'm not very good with colouring in getting different colour shades together to add that, you know, I'm a flat colourer. I literally just pick one colour and go. I don't have the patience to sit and think about what colours I can use to make the shading better or to make it more 2D, you know. That's just me, so that's why I don't colour. Also, I can't hold the pens very well. but that's what I like about this. The fact you've only been doing it for 3 months, it's lovely that you're watching my videos. Hopefully some of the things that I do will help. And there are lots and lots of amazing YouTubers that you can follow that do a much, much better job of explaining everything than I do. Right, I'm leaving these here because these are ABs. I'm just going to pop these white ones in because they're not. And then I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to leave the ABs till last. I always do. And especially with my pen being as non-sticky as it is, although it is picking up very well still. Definitely going to get this row done before I need to change that tape. So it's a very good. I haven't got a cover minder on today to stop my pen rolling though. Need to sort that out. So I'm really glad that you're enjoying the videos. Thank you so much for commenting. I hope that it keeps going as a hobby for you for many, many years to come. And also the fact that I found that a lot of people that used to do counted cross stitch do this, because it is very similar, isn't it? Like, especially when you're doing like a heaven and earth project on a blank canvas, you know. I love cross stitching. I do. Like I said, I'm just not very patient, and diamond painting's quicker. So I think that's why I like it, because it's that mix of paint by numbers, cross stitch, and mosaics. I love mosaics, so I think that's what it is. But interesting that used to be a cross stitcher. I think a lot of people that were cross stitching have come over to diamond painting, or do a mix of both. I don't anymore because my hands don't allow me to do it. I'm just not, plus my eyesight's not brilliant either. Whereas this is a little bit easier for my hands to manage, especially if I've got a good pen. And this one is fab, I have to say. Right, so next comment, Catherine. Hi Catherine. Haven't been able to decide about whether or not I wanted to try that type of storage. Let me go back and see what it is. Oh yeah, so it's the Elizabeth Ward, or the Elizabeth Ward knockoff, should I say. I just call it the Elizabeth Ward because that's what a lot of people know it as. But yeah, actually, you know, one came from Huacan. The other one came off another shop on AliExpress, and the third one has come off somewhere completely different. But she says, I haven't been able to decide about whether or not I wanted to try that type of storage. But watching you, I think I'm going to invest in 1 or 2 of them. I think it will make it much easier when kitting up some of the larger kits that I have. Absolutely, Catherine. That is half the reason that I like them. So with Soulmates, I have a huge bag full of extras that are all in bags because I couldn't fit them all in these pot storage. And if I'd have had the Elizabeth Ward at that point, I would have kitted it up in that. I think that's exactly what they're ideal for. They're ideal for those bigger kits, and especially ones where you've got a large amount of numbers. You know, when you do pictures that have got 10 bags of 310, those really big pots work very well. And I love the fact they're interchangeable. I've bought 2 of the mixed sets and 1 of the tiny pots, and I can now make any combination between those trays. So I really do like that. I do think that makes it a little bit easier. I'm just going to pour 3 out and just get these 3 in the middle here of this flower, because I just noticed that they were different. So let's get those in. Fabulous. And I'm just going to get this end down here. I've got 1 solitary end, so I'm going to do that. So yeah, give them a go. I think you'll like them. They are ideal. The pots are fabulous for if you, especially the little ones, if you only want to pick up 1 drill. They are so easy to use. And there's kind of, it is harder to kit up in a sense because you have to think about what you're putting in what pots, but I kind of like that. So those videos may be a little bit longer because I'm having to think about where I'm putting stuff and, you know, what's going into the big pots and what's going into the small. Just got a different colour drill there, so I'm just going to take that one out. But I like that. It makes it a little bit more interesting, I guess. So yeah, I do really like them. I really, really do like them. And when they're kitted up, the best thing is you can see all of those colours. The bottle storage, you can't always see the colours, can you? But with that, oh, they're fab for that. So yeah, I definitely recommend giving them a go. But have a look on AliExpress and look for the deals, especially if you've got coins saved, etc. Look for the deals, because on 2 of those sets I managed to get for £10, which is fabulous. Right, I'm going to take a quick break. I shall be back in a second. Oh, sorry. So, next question is crafting with V. I'm just going to find my symbol here. I'm going to do this orange arrow. Is it an orange arrow? Where are you? Yeah, it is. Why can't I find it? Oh, there we go. That's why. Because they're brown. Okay, so she says, Crafting with V says, I have seen my daughter working on one and wanted to try it. She gave me a small Amazon canvas. I fell in love with diamond painting. My daughter then bought me a DAC Minions painting for my birthday that year. Oh wow, that's a big one as well. Now I also have a large stash of DAC as well as Amazon. My husband blames my daughter for my obsession, lol. It's kind of the same thing with me and my mum. You know, I bought the one from the range, quickly ordered some more from Amazon, and then I found out about DAC, ordered my first ones, and then I bought her one for Christmas, and she has since bought a couple herself as well. So it's exactly the same thing. It's strange how quickly we pick these things up, isn't it? To be honest. And it doesn't help that you then go on YouTube, for whatever reason, you start watching people and it becomes such a big hobby. I mean, there's so much to it now. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to do any of the storage or the extra pens and that sort of thing, or the events or anything like that. But we do. It just becomes something that becomes something more. I love it. I think it's great. So thank you so much for commenting. Lisa Headland, she says, I got one just to try to see if I would like the craft. Then I found out that I have high blood pressure and anxiety. So after doing the first one, I got hooked due to the fact that I find it's very relaxing and helps with the anxiety. This way I can feel like myself. Yep, so similar story to lots of us. You know, it is a very, very good mindfulness exercise. I've got a drill with a little hole in the top there, so let's get rid of that one. And I have seen it promoted as such. I have seen lots of professionals, you know, saying to people, take up a hobby, try painting, try diamond art, try, you know, things that, I think what helps is the fact that when you're just dotting, you don't have to think about it, especially with rounds. You know, you're not focusing on anything exterior. And I think that's why it helps and why so many of us do it. I get that people that haven't done it before would probably think, well, how boring is that? Just sitting there repetitively doing the same thing over and over again, but that's what helps. My husband's dropping stuff now. He's just mouth sorry at me. I don't normally continue filming if he comes in. I normally stop it. But now I'm going to continue. Just so that he feels like a fool. Do you feel like a fool? No, he says no. He shut the door. He knows better. I'm not great when people come in. I get really self-conscious because you are, in essence, talking to yourself. So, but because it's becoming, especially on days like today when he's off work, you know, I've got my mum living here and my daughter's off school and my husband's off work, so, and the dog, you know, I'm going to get interrupted, so I need to get used to it. You really want to hope that wasn't picked up on camera. I'm not even going to say what he just did. We'll see if any of you hear it. Okay, so thank you so much for commenting, Lisa, and welcome to the club. You know, there's so many of us like it, so you're not alone. We're all here for the same thing, I think, and for the beautiful paintings, of course, and for the thrill of buying beautiful paintings, and the joy that we get in buying storage for it, and kitting it up, and saving spares. Oh, the list goes on, doesn't it? What should just be putting a drill onto a symbol has become much, much more than that. Next comment is from Darcy Foster. She says, I use the pointed tweezers to put small holes in each bag if they don't already have them. It really does help to eliminate most, if not all, of the static. I've not tried that, Darcy. I've not heard that before. That's a really good tip. I'm going to have to try and remember that the next time I get a static. Because if that's all it takes, oh my God, that's going to be so much easier, isn't it? I mean, not that cutting up dryer sheets doesn't help, because it does. It helps an awful lot. But if you can eliminate a fair bit of it by doing that, that's a fabulous tip. Thank you so much for sharing. All you guys will have to let me know if it works. I sadly haven't got, I've got one case until my other one comes before I can kit up again. But I do need to put a stop on this whole kitting up thing, because like it's getting silly. It's getting really silly. Yeah, I know there are some people that have way more than me, but I think I've got more than enough now. I need to just stop buying storage. End of. So let me get my X. We are down to the last two colours, so I might have time for one more. Let me just get these lined up. Look at my stray drill, look. I should really just colour match these ones that I find and put them back in the right pots, but I can't be bothered. I get more than enough, you know, I've got more than enough spares, and DAC always give you more than enough, so I'm not fussed about losing one or two. So let's get those in. So Maria says, hi Sam, started DP at the beginning of COVID. Just found out about it while browsing YouTube and fell in love with this craft. Rebecca 4Kids at 147 was the first YouTuber I followed and still following. And now I'm enjoying watching your videos as well. Thanks so much for sharing. Oh, well, you're welcome, Maria. Same. You know, she was one of the first ones I found. I think the first video I actually watched was, I'm pretty sure it was Rachel Ray. I just found her voice so comforting, but Rebecca was right after her. And then once I found Rebecca, I then found Alicia. Is that her name? Alicia Borealis? Yeah. I then found her and then found DAC. So, and then obviously came across the bigger names like Mrs. Coffee and Diamonds and Washi. I mean, there's so many that I watch. So many. And I don't watch all of them all of the time because everybody's got their own style. So like Mrs. Coffee might put out, you know, a video and it might just be a questions and answer thing and I might not watch it. Or she might put out 3 or 4 unboxings. I might only watch one of them. So I don't watch all videos. There are exceptions. There are some people whose videos I watch every single one. But I mean, I don't tend to find unboxings as interesting as kitting up, you know. But at the end of the day, you can only do so many kitting up videos before you run out of A, storage, or B, storage space, or C, the will to live, pretty much. But yeah, that's how I started. And Rebecca was a massive influence for me. I've learned a lot from her and still do. I still follow her. I haven't changed who I follow. There are a couple that I was following in the beginning that I now don't. And purely for a reason that their style has changed. And, you know, it's not, I don't enjoy it quite as much anymore. I would never comment and say that, but, you know, I'm very much, you know, I've come across YouTubers that I absolutely love watching, but they never kit up. It is literally just whip and chats. And I don't always want to whip and chat. You know, I like watching kitting up videos, but I can't watch kitting up videos while I'm kitting up because I get confused. And also, my kitting ups I'm now filming, so I'm not watching anything anyway. There we go. That's all done. How pretty is that? This AB 128 is the first time I've had this AB. It's so pretty. It's just like a little pearl. Beautiful. So that is the last question. Thank you, Maria, for commenting. I will see you on Rebecca's Whip and Waffles, I'm sure. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Same as it goes for all of you. I really do appreciate it. I've had a good increase in subscribers in the last few days. I'm not that far off from 500. And like I said, at 500, I will do a competition, a giveaway, because I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased that there's so many of you, and I do hope you'll continue to enjoy. Got a bit of tape stuck around my thing, so we're still going with the tape in this, which I'm really pleased about. So that's nearly 3 rows done. You know, that's a long old time. I did see on one of Penny, so Calb Sparkle's video, she did say that it seems to be stickier when she comes back to it. It does, doesn't it? I thought it was just me, which is why I've never mentioned it. But I think, you know, I think I've potentially got another row or two, because I can still turn this tape round in these pens. So I think I could probably get another row or two out of this before I need to put new in it. So it's interesting. I don't use this pen for anything else at the minute. It just matches these colours so beautifully. I don't use any other pen on this whip. So that is it from me for today, guys. Thank you as always for watching, liking, subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because I don't have a schedule. I literally diamond paint as and when I can. And I will see you next time at Kitten Up Kitten. So it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.